Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers! Good morning! It's pretty damn cold. It's like 36 degrees and it's like March 8th. That's right, it's March 8th. And you guys are watching this like, I don't even know. Anyway, as you guys know, about a month ago, I took out my John Deere Rx75, the one that I just painted and fixed and all that stuff. I think it runs pretty good. It wouldn't start last time because I had the fuel shutoff on and I didn't want to troubleshoot it anymore. That was when somebody actually wanted to see it. He never showed, as usual. So as we're getting around the springtime anticipation, even though it is still pretty cold, I'm getting a lot of bites on the John Deere. No bites on the Husqvarna, which I have at like $1,300. It's in really good shape though, you know what I mean? Come spring, I'm sure some nut would want it. Anyhow, you get a lot of bites on the RX75, meaning, is it available? And it only takes one out of those many inquiries for one to say, oh, can I come see it? And that's your lead, right? So one guy says he's gonna come and see it at noon. It's about 10:30 right now. And so, I don't know, I'm such an idiot. I don't know why I put it all the way in the back. I didn't think I was gonna get any bites or something. Come on, spring's coming around. Anyway, we've had a couple of windstorms recently. Today is very windy as well. And so far the shed is working out. Those mountain climbing ropes onto the anchors as well as the 8 cinder blocks on each of the legs seems to work. It was really blowing pretty good last week and I was really worried, you know. I was watching my camera to make sure it doesn't go flying. But so far so good. I think this is here to stay. I'm gonna you guys got to see this. That's right. I went and parked the John Deere all the way in the back, or the front, whichever way you want to look at it. So I got to move all this shit out so I can get it out. Then undo the fuel shutoff. Maybe I have to add some gas. See if it fires right up. It should fire up pretty well. I can't find anything wrong with it other than the right front wheel sometimes losing air. But I might give the guy, if he wants to buy it, I have it listed for $475. I think that's a pretty fair price for a pretty nice condition John Deere tractor, riding mower. It is also like 30 years old. I think this was made like in the 90s or something like that, or 80s, late 80s. Anyway, I haven't worked on any lawn machines recently. I only have 2 things to fix. I've got that gray Craftsman LT2000. I have no idea what's wrong with it, but I'll get to it. And also my friend Mark just brought me this a little while back, and it's a Tecumseh Formula 13.5 horsepower engine, so and it cranks slow. So it could be the starter, it could be the battery, it could be the valves. It could be those 3 things. Either way, I'll look through that too. So let me get to moving all this shit out and getting that tractor out, and we'll see what's wrong with it. Okay, I got it out, and apparently the fuel shutoff was not on. So now I'm a little perplexed as to why it didn't start. Let's try it again. Choked. I think I have to go find some spray, some ether. And I hope the battery doesn't die while I'm trying this. It ran for a good while. The fuel's not on. Can't tell from the. Maybe I need to put gas in here. That should be plenty. I'm just not sure about the fuel shutoff because it's one of those that look different. It's a knob, and so I know you could push it all the way in and it's closed, but I mean this is different. Let's prime it a little bit more. Now we have gas in it. At least I know I do. Running, so the fuel shutoff is off. Let's see if it starts again. All right, so you know, hasn't been run for a while, just need a little guitar. It all runs just fine. I parked it outside, wait for the guy to come in about an hour. In the meantime, I guess I'll try to reorganize this thing. But I guys want to show you what I got in the mail the other day. As you know, I have a few appliances here from Snowjoe. This is a leaf blower. Works pretty good. And also a Snowjoe and Snowjoe. Some for summer, some for winter, or whatever. This is a fire pit starter. Basically, if you put a battery on here, they're all interchangeable with Snowjoe products. And I could take the battery from the leaf blower and put it on this fire starter. And this works too. Ooh, look, battery's dead. So the batteries that they give you is a 2 amp per hour battery, and so they don't last all that long, especially if you've been sitting around for a while. So you can see it has a gauge where if you press it, it shows only 1 bar out of 2, so I have to recharge this. So it's only a 2 amp per hour battery. I would like to have a 4 amp or higher. They make aftermarket batteries, and this company sent me a couple. 2 of them. One, I believe, is a 3 amp per hour battery. Same one, 24 volts, right? Lithium ion max. This is a 3 amp per hour lithium ion battery, and it also has the indicator on there, and this only has one bar also because of shipping. And of course interchangeable with all Snowjoe products. It looks exactly the same as the Snowjoe one. This is just 3 amp per hour. And they also sent me a heavy duty one, a 6 amp per hour one. 6 amp per hour, 24 volt max lithium ion battery. And it also has the indicator, also just 1 bar it's charged, so we can recharge these. But this will last way longer now with the 6 amp per hour. It's basically twice of 2 of these, or 3 of these. So this is gonna last a long time. Awesome. And of course, if you wanted to charge these, you can do so with your Snowjoe charger. So these extra batteries are from Keep Top. If you have Snowjoe items and you need an extra battery, these are far cheaper than the standard Snowjoe batteries and higher capacity at 6 amps per hour and 3 amps per hour respectively. Leave a link in the description if you guys want one. Because it's so windy today, I gotta put this down so that it blocks air from going in. If I leave it up with it so windy like that, the wind will just catch this like an umbrella, and there it goes again. So now that's waiting for the guy to come, and hopefully we'll get another piece sold. It'll be my second mower of the year. As you know, I did sell my mower number 1 for 2023, and it was that hauler, the Scots by Murray. I thought it was from John Deere, but my friend 5-Speed Ash, or Nick from Lindenhurst, told me it's a Murray, and I remembered, yes, that model was a Murray. Yeah, that's the one that I sold twice. You can't beat selling the same tractor twice, you know what I mean? Got double the money for it. So that was my first one. Hopefully we'll get mower number 2 sold in the year 2023. So as you see, I got it parked over here. It's been a few minutes. Let's just pretend that he shows up now. So the guy came, he looked at it as you saw from my surveillance camera. So he's a new homeowner, moved from Huntington to Smithtown, and he's got a lot more property. He used to pay landscapers to do his lawn, and it was only $40, but because he's got more room now, they're charging him $75 a week to do his lawn. Can you believe spending $75 a week? That's $300 a month paying for landscapers in the summer. You'd never get me to pay landscapers, man. I mean, especially if you're able to do it yourself, why not, right? I mean, I suppose if you worked every day and you just had no time to do it, I mean, what, do you work on weekends too? You know what I mean? How long does it take you to mow your lawn? Whatever. Anyway, he was interested. He was asking me all the great, perfect questions. Where's the oil? How do you drain the oil? When was it last done? Where's the air filter? How does this work? Where's that? You know, so he was asking really good questions. Kind of a stoic guy, you know what I mean? Not much personality, kind of just like cut and dry, you know what I mean? I wouldn't say unfriendly, but not overly friendly, you know? Kind of an older guy, you know, not older than me. I think we're probably around the same age, but either way, as you could see from the video, he came in a Dodge Durango SUV. So I knew that this guy was just kicking the tires today. He's not taking the thing. So we talked about how he was going to get it home if he wanted it. So he's thinking that he has a friend who has a pickup truck, but he doesn't have any ramps. And I told him, well, I've got ramps, but you're going to have to figure out a way to get it off the pickup when you get home, right? And then he says, oh, I don't know. And of course, you got to try to make the sale, right? Any which way you can. So I said, I really don't want to, but I'll deliver it for you for $75. He lives in Smithtown. It's not that far, you know. Usually I charge 100, but the way this guy just seemed, if I said $100, he wouldn't do it for sure. So if I could get if I could get him to decide what he wants to do, I even told him I don't want to deliver it, but if it'll help you out, I'll deliver it for $75. So that way you kind of get, see, that's another ploy that you get full price without him haggling it from $475 down to $400, and then I deliver for free. You know what I mean? I say $475 to make it enticing so that he wants me to deliver it for him, so he saves the hassle, and at the same time we don't even haggle on the $475. So it would be $550 for the whole deal, and then I know he's not going to haggle me down from $475 to like $450, $425, $400, something like that, you know. So I know you guys are thinking, what? I'm like, trust me, psychologically, he thinks he's getting a good deal because I'm saving him the hassle. So he's not going to, if I'm kind enough to offer delivery, he's not going to try to negotiate me down from $475. You know what I mean? He didn't start off that way. So I even told him during the negotiation, I said, look, it's $475. But that's $475 now. If you don't buy it, I'm putting this up to $600 because spring is around the corner, and I'll definitely sell it for $600. But just to get it out of my yard right now, $475 is fine with me. Plus the delivery, $550. So he's thinking, and then I said, you know what? I don't even really want to deliver it. If you can get your friend to bring his truck or whatever, you can borrow my ramps if you promise to bring it back. See, I take a chance there, but I'm acting like a nice guy, you know? You act like a nice guy, he trusts you more, he's more willing to do business with you, and then we'll see what happens. But I don't know, he seems like he likes it, but you just never know these days, you know what I mean? So I'll continue this video when he comes in, if he comes to pick it up and buy it, you know what I mean? In the meantime, check out this thing I got in the mail. So I've lived at this house for about 21 years. And over these 21 years, I always get solicitors. No, not lawyers. Just people that come to your door and ring your doorbell, like Optimum Online, your cable guys. The ploy where they say, oh, we're from a siding or a window or a roof company, and we're in the area doing this person's thing. We thought we'd come over and ask you if you'd like to have new siding, windows, or a new roof, or any kind of work in your house. Because we're here already, we'll save you a lot of money. That's all BS. See what I'm saying? So I hate when people ring the doorbell, my dog goes nuts, interrupts me, whatever I'm doing, right? So it's always been a pain in the butt, and I've always wanted a sign that says, or no soliciting, or no trespassing, or something like that. As you also know, I have tons of security items in my home, like solar lamps all over the place, as well as video cameras, Ring doorbell type things, more security cameras. All around my home, I have surveillance cameras just everywhere. You really can't go anywhere in my house without some kind of light or solar surveillance camera. It gives you peace of mind that less people will come and either burglarize or bother you. Another easy way to prevent that is with a sign, solar-powered light that brights up the sign at night. It goes on automatically at dusk, shines all night, and then stops in the daytime and charges it. No soliciting. Thank you. As you can see, it's got a solar powered light on top that clips to it, and the light shines on the reflective sign. So I'm in the garage just to show you at night. When it gets dark, the light goes on and shines on the reflective sign, so that at night people can clearly see that your house is under surveillance, not to mess with the cars, not to try to burglar the place, and don't bother me with soliciting. So I've got this old faded out Sloman sign. Let me get rid of that. Put my new sign down. There we go. Now we're good to go. People will immediately see, don't ring the damn doorbell, man. I'm on surveillance. At night, lights up, illuminates the sign. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want one. It's not expensive at all, but it could help you a lot. This is what it looks like at night. Cool. Good morning on the sketchy F-150. As you know, when I bought the truck, I only had one key. They only gave me one key. That's all they had. Just that, okay? I had bought a remote control, 2 of them. I programmed it myself. It was really easy to do, so now I have keyless entry. I was pretty confident that I had the keyless entry interface in that car since it's a 2010. They all should have it. So just buying an $8, came with 2 with batteries for $8, programmed it, so now I have keyless entry, no problem. So I'm all set, right? Wrong. What if I lost my keys? I do have an extra fob to get into it, but I wouldn't have a key to start it. You can't just put any key to start it. Even if you had a regular key cut, it would turn the tumbler, but the chip inside here wouldn't mate with the computer in the car. So while I could get into the car with another key and turn the tumbler, it wouldn't start because the chip in here needs to be programmed. Now you can program the chip by yourself, but the requirement for that is you need 2 original keys. Well, if I had 2 original keys, why would I need a spare? So anyway, that's my dilemma. So anyway, I ordered this thing online. It was cheap, $15. It's a really cool key. It's a key fob. It's the modern kind where you press the button, and the key blade comes out. So this blade has not been cut, see? So I'm gonna take this with my original 1 key and I'm gonna cut it so that I'm able to do that. It has the integrated remote control feature in here too, so I can program this to also have keyless entry. So I wouldn't need this key plus the key fob hanging around. It would just be this thing, right? Now this also has the chip inside, but you need to program it. And to program it, you have to take it to Ford, and Ford does it for you for like $100. Or you can buy some other programming thing for $100 or $70 or something like that. But I just figured, I got that new Ansel X7, iPad-looking tablet diagnostic scanner OBD2 tool. That has a programming key feature in it. So I'm gonna go take this key, this new key, have it cut to the same as this original key, and then I'm going to try to program the remote control so that you can get into the car, keyless entry. And then I'm going to try the OBD2 tablet scanner and see if I can reprogram my own key. I'm a little scared because I understand that if you program it wrong, you'll deprogram the original key. So now I wouldn't be able to start that car at all. So I would have to obviously go to Ford somehow and have a locksmith come or something, but I hope I don't get to that. But first step, getting this new key cut to match this. All right, I'm back. It only cost $5 a key. I had a couple of keys made too, but here we go. $5, not bad. So, is this worth $15 for the key, $5 to cut it, to try with my new tablet OBD2 diagnostic tool that quote unquote programs keys? It'll be worth it for me if it works, because it normally costs over $100 if you take it to the dealership, and you could buy some other gadgets about $70 to $80 that you can do it too. That only works when you have 1 key. You could do it pretty much for free if you had 2 keys, but if you have 2 keys, again, why would you really be urgent on getting a spare key since you already have a spare key? This is for guys that only have 1 key, like me. So I'm gonna whip out that X7 scanner, plug it into my car, have it interface with the computer, and give it a try. First thing I'm going to do though is try to program this newly cut key to work with my keyless entry. So I've got some bad news. I was able to program the keyless entry into this thing. See? Which is great. But I tried sticking the key in and obviously it doesn't work because the chip needs to be programmed. So I go to my tablet and it says right here, keys. When you press it, it takes you to Europe, America, Asia, whatever, right? So we're going to go to America. America! And you got Ford America, because they got Ford in Europe too. And then it gives you these choices that you can do, right? None of them are keys. So apparently I cannot use this to program keys for a Ford. However, I did go to Benz, and it will allow you to do that. But not for a Ford. So I'm screwed. This is not going to work. I'm going to try another way to do it that I saw on YouTube, but I doubt it's going to work because that's the same way you're supposed to do it when you have two keys. Because I only have one key, it's not going to work. But I'm going to try it anyway. So the key programming didn't work. You can't always have successes, right? You have to have some failures once in a while. Fortunate for me, I don't have too many fails. So I wasted $15 on that key, wasted $5 getting it cut, and my $500 tablet didn't have the capability of programming Ford keys, at least not in that tablet. So, how do we end the day with a success? My buddy Jason drove by in his Mandingo, and how do I know it's Jason? Because he went with his air horn, and then he drove off. Then shortly after, he sent me a text message saying, hey, that address over there that always has stuff has a really nice Craftsman bagger in his garbage. So I walked on over there, picked it up. Good for a 21-inch front drive. You guys have seen these before. I got lots of mowers without baggers. This will come in handy someday. Thanks, Jason. Got a text message from the guy who looked at my Rx75. It was Thursday when he looked at it. He says, I'm going to come by on Sunday with my friend's pickup truck. So apparently it's going to take about 5 days for me to sell this thing, if it gets sold on Sunday. We'll see you on Sunday. So today's the day. It's Sunday. This was the day that the guy's supposed to come back and pick this up. Let's see what happens. I hope it starts. It's been 3 days. Let's try and start it without finding it. All right, so you saw, pretty cool. Started right up. Let's see if the guy buys it, huh? So now that I got room, I can put my electric 26-inch wide lawnmower in here, as well as my dual stage 80-volt snowblower. No, I'm not turning electric. They just got these things for review, so I'm just keeping them and testing them as I go. I hate to say it, but I'm starting to get convinced that some of this electric stuff might be pretty good. That lawnmower is really good, and that snowblower surprisingly did very well in the super heavy slush. You know, can you imagine what it could do with powdered snow? It would work fine. Anyway, as you guys saw, I did sell my Rx75. It took me quite a bit, but guy gave me full price, $475. I lent him my ramps because when he gets home, he needs the ramps to get it off. The other guy lives in Massapequa, so he's just going to be passing right through, and he'll bring them back. At least I hope he brings it back. They offered to have me keep his license, and I said, no, that's fine, you know. So when they offer that, they're probably pretty honest, and they'll bring him back. You know, he just doesn't seem like the type to want to steal my $50 ramps, you know what I mean? But anyway, so that's mower number 2 for 2023. Glad to get rid of it. As you guys know, I got it for free. And it didn't take that much to get it going. I think I just recharged the battery up, sprayed some primer in it, and repainted it from the rust. I think that's all I did. Oh, I changed the solenoid too, but you know, maybe $10–15 worth of paint, another $8 for the solenoid, and I just recharged the battery is all. So really good deal, $475, and hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Let's go, Jerry. Go!